currently waiting to hear from Babs. Babs lives in Africa, and we're trying to coordinate as far as the time zone and everything. But we got it set up. But regardless, I still have something for y'all. Uh, Taylor, if you want to come in, Janet, if you want to come in, if anybody wants to come in and be a guinea pig for learning the very beginning of first year Greek, we could do that until Babs shows up. Uh, but I got the link, and hopefully you'll know if he's backstage. So I'll go ahead and pin this, and we'll see what we can do here. Babs has already taken intermediate Greek 1, and he's now taken intermediate Greek 2. Or yeah, I think that's what the one he's on right. No, I'm sorry. He just finished both first years, and now he's started intermediate. And so to keep him refreshed and some others, I wanted to do this series, and I have a playlist on teaching Greek that I've done over the years with different people. But the people that I've been teaching Greek at a different time than whenever I'm able to meet with them because of my work, they've watched all the videos. So I need to make more content, and I need to fill things in. And that's essentially what I'm going to do here. But I'm waiting to see if anybody comes in. I'll just probably wait 30 more seconds. And if I don't do that, then hey, Kram, would you like to come in? Where you just basically do the alphabet, the alphabet, some diphthongs. You can share your personal experience with learning the Greek, something like that. You can even drag Mark in here, you know. Uh, I'm just saying, let me know what's up. If you're not able to come in, that's fine. Uh, Still haven't heard anything from Babs. And Janet is busy feeding the cat, so I don't think she can attend right now. But so yeah. All right, so we won't have dead air. So we're gonna crank something up. Crank Lucas in the building. Y'all don't know who Crank Lucas is. He's a comedian that does rap, and that's his tag. Janet, you're here. I did not expect you to be here. Are are you able to talk or not able to talk?
Oh, I was talking and I didn't notice that I muted. So I'm going to feed the cats and maybe spend 30 minutes and then go back to being Noah again.
Well, can you do some Greek before you feed the cats? Because uh, you're the substitute. Because uh,
I'm sorry, Charlie,
Babs is
please.
not here.
Please. No.
Okay, all right, and unless
Maybe
somebody
come.
comes.
Eventually, I will come here. But I'm still listening downstairs while feeding the cats.
All right, all right. So we'll just keep watching the chat and stuff. All right, so I got to pull an audible here, and I'm gonna share screen 2. Turn on the sound. No, I don't want screen 2. Screen 1. All right. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this. This was originally on Praise I Am's channel. Whenever I was a guest there to teach Greek. And so this is what we're going to do with, and y'all tell me if this helps y'all learn the language. This was an inductive approach, interactive approach, and let me know if this works for y'all.
Hey, Chariz to Kiryu Yesu Christu Metapaton Humon Amen. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ is with you all. Amen. Philippians 4:23. And Sparrow, perfect timing as usual. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, perfect timing as usual, and good to see the gals. But also, we got Charles in the house. We're going to learn some Greek. He's a great teacher in Hebrew as well. And I want to say good evening to Centurion TLC. What's up, bro? God bless. And that's about it. But I think others might be joining. Who knows? But glad.
And guys, if y'all like this interactive format, all you got to do is reach out to Praise, Olive, and Sparrow and see if they want to continue. But I was just giving them a taste. Kram is backstage. Yay, Kram. Hey, Kram,
Hey, what's up?
unmute yourself.
I was trying to get in, but
Not much.
unmute it.
Yeah, you're good now. I can hear you. You
Am I muted?
No,
Okay.
you're not mute.
I was trying to figure out how to get in.
Yeah. So, just tell the audience who you are a little bit if they don't know you, or how you found the Layman Seminary. Oh, Shagan's here. Shagan, you want to come in too? Shagan is working on more advanced Greek and stuff. He's in Canada. Uh, but yeah. So go ahead, Cram. Talk to the audience. The link is pinned if you want to come backstage or come
Okay,
online.
let me know if you let me know if let me know if you can't hear me. It's kind of roboting a little
I hear
bit,
you fine.
but
I hear you fine.
yeah, I'm just a layman, um, and I'm a student of the Laymans Seminary, and I've been learning Koine Greek from Charles, um, among other things, some exegesis of the scripture, and just a student, really, student of the Bible, a student of Greek, student of life. Um, I'm just kind of excited to get in the Greek and learn.
Okay. How did you find the Layman
Can you hear me?
Seminary channel? Yeah,
I met,
Cram.
I met,
Go ahead.
I met you. I met, I met you standing for truth. I was listening to a lot of debates at the time, and then you invited me to Discord server, and
Okay.
then and then Mark asked me if I wanted to learn Koine Greek, and this wasn't the top thing on my list, but it was something that I wanted to learn more about, even if I right, it's kind of like even for the John 1:1 question with the J Dubs. I wanted an
hmm
answer for why they did what they did with John 1:1. So I agreed to start in on the Greek, and um, I think yeah, you had an operation. You were out injured,
hmm
and you had a lot of time to spend with us, and so we Mark and I were taking about an hour a day at least of Greek from you, and
hmm
just trying to get the fundamentals down pat, the alphabet, the way letters sounded,
hmm
the way the combination of letters sounded, and just that kind of thing, the phonics of it, you might say. And then we moved
Well,
on
what?
to the grammar of it.
Go ahead. Yeah, yeah. So what?
I was just
What
saying, yeah.
worked for?
Go ahead.
What worked for you to help you learn the alphabet?
The the most helpful thing was there was a man that told a story, and it started
hmm
out. He said alpha beta, and then it went to gamma. And he said there was a plane. It was a delta plane with an epsilon on it, and then it wound up that uh, zeta, eta, theta, and then Yota picked her up at the airport with a kappa on his head, and they rode back home to their farm, and they saw the lambdas in the pasture, and they talked for a while, and then they looked around and they saw that all the lambs had gotten out of the pasture, and they were in the corn. So the man says, "Kasi, oh my corn." So they got the lambs back in the pasture, And so they decided to go to a baseball game. And the famous baseball player, they wanted to go see Pete Rose, which was symbolic for um, pie and row. So they watched Pete Rose play baseball, and after the game was over, they went back to the clubhouse, and Pete Rose had a Sigma on his hat. And then he went to take a shower, and he threw a towel over his shoulder and went to the shower, but he slipped and said, "Oops, Salon." He slipped on the soap and said, "Oops, Salon." He fell down. But so when they left, they were leaving the ball game. They stopped at the parking attendant and they said, "How much? How much?" And he said, "Fee, keepsy." And then you had the Omega.
Wow. How long did it take you to learn that story?
Not really long, because just the story just progresses, and I'd say maybe a couple of days. But I listened to it several times. I mean, it's repetition.
Right. And that's a video. It's called How to Learn Greek in 10 Minutes or something like that.
Right.
But
I mean, I probably didn't learn it in 10 minutes.
But no, that's fine. That's fine. But okay, so tell the story again, and I'm going to draw the letters as you're telling the story. Okay.
Okay. Well, you started out with alpha, beta,
All right.
and then you had gamma, and then you had the plane with the delta. It was a delta plane with the epsilon on it. And then zeta, when they got on the plane, they served a little meal. So zeta, eta, theta. And so when the plane had landed, Iota came to pick her up. And he had a kappa on his head. Is that right? Now I'm forgetting something. No, kappa.
Yeah.
Okay, so he had a kappa on his head. And so they got in the truck. And they went home. When they got home, they looked at the lambdas. They had lambs on their farm. They looked at the lambdas. And so the lambdas got out of the pen after a while, after they were talking for a while. And so Yoda told Zeta, he said, "Kasi, oh my corn."
Okay. All right. So the only ones I'm missing are moo and new. Moo.
Oh yeah,
New.
moo and new.
That's the
Yeah.
sound they were making, right?
Right. That's
And then
the sound that the lambs were making. Moo and new instead of bleeding.
and then
Yeah.
there's Kasi.
Okay. Then they the kasi. Yep. So after the kasi, they had said, "Oh my corn." So later on, they put the lamb back in the pasture, and so later they decided to go to a baseball game, and Pete Rose. The P is for
Oh, yeah.
pie.
Oh, yeah.
P Row. They went to see Pete Rose, and then after the ball game, they got to go back to the clubhouse and meet him, and he had a Sigma on his hat. Okay, and then so they met him, shook his hand and everything. So he threw a towel over his shoulder to go to the shower, and he slipped on the soap and went, "Oops, Salon." And then they went and got in their car, And they were going to leave the ballpark. And they got to the parking attendant, and they said, "How much?" And he said, "Fee, keep C." And then Omega.
Okay, so Ashley's got a question. Good. She said, "Hold on. Does the pi symbol say P, and the P says rho?" Yes. Yes, Ashley. So
Right.
you may
Right.
have seen this symbol before. It's called the key rho, and that's the CH with an
Mm-hmm.
R through it. You'll see the Catholics show this symbol. It was an early Christian symbol for Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's the
I've
rho
seen
in
that
it.
with others too.
Yeah.
I've seen others using that.
Some say the pirate thing is an example of that. But so yeah, so Janet, are you here? Janet can sing a song. Janet learned through a song. But yeah, so you used the story and that was effective. Now do me a favor. Now that you've
Mm-hmm.
exposed them to the story and we got the letters out here, I want you to pronounce each one of these letters, how they sound. Not the names of the letters, the sound of the letters, okay?
Okay.
So what is this one? Yeah.
Or Father. B,
Mm-hmm.
B, G,
Mm-hmm.
D, E, Z, E, or E,
A. Long A.
A.
It's a Ada.
Okay.
Ada, yeah.
I was thinking about that today. Anyway, then you have theta. I'm sorry, th, ya,
Or I. Yeah.
k, yeah, k, l, mu, or m, n,
Yeah.
kc, or kus, like
Yeah.
socks.
Mm-hmm.
Omicron, O, P, R, S, T, U, Phi, or F.
Did I do that right? Let me see. I did it wrong. Oh my goodness.
You did it
It's
backwards?
this way. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, you
I
put
did it like
another
a
theta. Yeah,
that's all
yeah.
right. I caught it.
You know the fee can be all done in one stroke too.
Yeah.
Then you got K, and then you have Psi.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, kind of like a snake with a hair lip.
Like he's telling the secret.
Yeah. And then O,
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah. Right. Good. Okay, so let me ask you a question. What was the easiest word that you learned in Greek? Either the first word or the easiest word that you learned to spell in Greek.
Ka,
Okay.
or Ha.
All right. So Kai, you didn't learn Kai in the very beginning. Well, what's Kai mean?
And, but there's a range of
Okay.
meaning. There's several words that it can be.
Right. But why did you say I right here?
Because of the two letters that form the diphthong there.
Okay, what's a diphthong?
Okay, a diphthong is two letters together that form one sound.
Okay, two
Like,
letters, one sound. Okay.
right.
So do you
And
know your diphthongs?
yeah, I'll ate oil.
Slow
his
down,
soup.
slow down. Okay, yeah, you tell the story and then we'll write it out, just like what we did right now. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Owl ate oil in his soup and caused a feud in the suite.
Okay.
Am I missing anything? There
So,
is one diphthong that's not in there.
yeah, aisle, like an aisle of a hallway, right? But you're
Of a
pretending like
grocery
this is the
store.
name of a person. And then 8 is like the number 8, but it sounds like the word for when you eat something. So
Right.
aisle
8.
8, oi is for oil. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then is the one you forgot. And this is sauerkraut.
Oh, sauerkraut soup.
I can never spell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
K
ate
R
oil and sauerkraut in his soup,
soup.
in his suite, like sweet, like SUITE.
T-E, like a hotel room.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it caused a feud. So this would be EU.
Feud.
Yeah, FEUD. So there's another story to learn the diphthongs. Okay, so those are your vowels working together. When one vowel,
Mm-hmm.
when you have two vowels but one sound, that's called a diphthong. Okay, so you're saying the word kai is an example of that. Okay, what are some other
Mm-hmm.
words that you learned that were easy? You
Right.
said ha, right? Ha. What does ha
Yeah,
mean?
the articles, which it means the in the
Okay.
masculine. Is that going too far?
But you don't have to. You don't
In
have to
the
go into all that detail. But
nominative.
do you remember the first
Okay.
word that I
The
taught you in Greek?
no, I don't. Let's see. Let me see if I
It
can
starts with
refresh
a
my memory.
lambda. It starts with a lambda.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna look at my notebook.
So you got the
Logos.
notebook. Yes, logos.
Yep.
And what does logos mean?
Well, because logos means the word.
Okay,
That's
word.
how we started at logos would be a noun. So
Mm-hmm.
to show all the different cases, we use
Right,
logos.
right. So what we mean by that is when you look up the word logos in a lexicon, which is a dictionary, it's going to look like this, logos. And so what you're seeing is that this is your stem, L-O-G, right? L-O-G. There's a connecting vowel, which is the omicron, and then you have a personal ending. So plus the sigma. Okay. And so
Mm-hmm.
what does this indicate? When you
That
see
would
that
indicate
sigma,
that
what
no
case?
that is a nominative subject case.
All right. So
It's
nominative
nominative.
is the word that we will be using for right now for the subject. Okay. There's other nominatives besides that, but for right now, the way to think about this nominative is a naming case. It's the subject. So the way you can tell what the subject is in a Greek sentence is it will be in the
You're
nominative case.
roboting for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm roboting for anybody
Right.
else. Okay, I'm only roboting for
Okay.
you. I'm not roboting for anybody else.
That's fine. As long as I can understand you.
Okay. All right. So nominative subject, right? So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's logos. Then we looked at the next one. There's the stem log, right? Here's our connecting vowel, and now we add the oo. And
Mm-hmm.
what does this indicate?
Lagu. It indicates that it's the genitive.
Okay.
The genitive
All right.
case.
And what is a genitive case?
Genitive case usually shows possession, and the key word when you have the genitive is of.
Possession. All right. Of. Yeah, I think the word the of is a placeholder, but I think of comes up more than possession. But let's make it a
I
comparison
think so
between
too.
Greek and English, so that's good too. Okay, good. So then you have LOG. Now that O becomes lengthened to an omega, and an I is underneath here. What is that an indication of?
That is a subscript I, and that is the dative case.
All right. And what is a
And you
dative
know that
case?
the dative case is, you know, it's the dative case. To identify the dative case, all you have to do is look at that little I that's under the omega, and
Right. And think.
you will know that it's dative because there's an I in it.
Right. Right. Okay. And what is the dative? What does it do? What's its function?
The dative, the dative, um, the key words for dative are to, by, and with. But the
Okay.
dative is the indirect object.
All right.
No,
And we'll
excuse
talk
me,
more about.
direct
We'll
object.
talk. No, it's indirect object. You're right.
Indirect.
And we'll talk more about what those are in a minute. Indirect object. Okay. Good. And then
I can't believe I talked myself out of that.
it's all right.
Okay, and then the next one would be logon,
Right. And what case is
which
it?
would be the accusative. Accusative.
All right.
And you see the
Okay.
new, you will
What do you,
accuse the new. You accuse the new.
yeah, accuse. Good. All
Right.
right. And
And
what's its function?
the accusative is the direct object, and it is, of course, it's a noun, um, but it receives the action of the verb.
Okay. Receives action. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Good. All right. So I'm gonna just do some English real quick. All right. I
Mm-hmm.
love you. Okay, so what I want you
Thank
to
you,
do is I
Kram.
want you to tell me in English. I want you to tell me in English what are these parts of speech that we have here.
Okay. I would be the subject.
Right.
Would be the noun. Of course, it'd be the subject.
Mm-hmm.
Love would be the verb.
Okay.
And you would be the direct object.
Right. Or we could just say object. But yes, it is. You're right.
Object.
Absolutely right. Okay. So in English, this is the normal order that we go by: subject, verb, object, right? And so a while
Yep.
ago, we listed some names of some cases. So what is the name for the subjective case in
The
Greek?
nominative.
Okay, the
The
nominative.
nominative subject.
Nominative subject. Okay. And what's the case
Mm-hmm.
for the objective case? What's it called?
The accusative.
All right. So if I say I threw the ball to Kram, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to tell me what part of speech each one of these is. Okay.
Okay. I is the subject.
Okay. We'll just put an S underneath it. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. The verb is through.
Okay.
The is something like a helper word. I can't remember the term for it.
What? Yeah. Well, it's an article, but that's
Okay.
fine.
All right. It is an article. You're right. Okay. The ball, which would be the object, the
Right. The direct object.
direct
Right.
object,
Uh-huh.
and Kram would be a preposition, and Kram would be the indirect object.
Right. Yeah. This works together. So yeah, it would be the IO. All right. So why is the ball called the direct object?
Because it is what the verb is acting on.
Right. Right.
The
Because
subject
the subject is doing the action
is
to the
doing the
ball,
action to the ball.
but who indirectly gets hit?
Kram.
Right. So that's indirect object. Okay.
Right.
Good.
Got it.
All right. So now, uh, what we were talking about was the word logos, and when you look it up in a lexicon, right? What's the meaning of a lexicon? What's
It's a
another word for a lexicon?
dictionary, but usually
Right.
lexicons have two languages in them, don't they? Isn't it?
I
Isn't
don't
it
know if it's
one
distinguishable
language
by
to another?
that. It might be. It may be. That may be the distinguisher. So that's good. So when you look up a noun, in what form will it be in a lexicon?
It will always be in the nominative subject, and in
Right.
the.
Well,
We're not going to worry
yes.
about the other, right?
When you're talking about the masculine singular.
Well, the present active indicative.
Oh no, we're not doing the verb right now. Yeah. So not. Yeah, it will be in the
Okay,
nominative
you're right. You're
case.
right.
Okay.
You're right. That's verb. I'm sorry.
Nominative masculine singular is typically how it shows up. So when you look up the word in a lexicon, you'll see the word logos, right? Well,
Mm-hmm.
you learn what are called paradigms. And so your paradigm goes like this. You got nominative, you got genitive, you got dative, and accusative. There's another category, but we'll do that later. And then at the top, you got 2, 1, 2, right? And
Right.
then so this one is I'm running out of room, but I'll just throw it up here. Masculine, feminine, and then neuter. Okay. And so when we put this on a chart,
Pretty look
okay.
good.
So when we put this on a chart, the ending for this the nominative, right, for logos, we could write out the whole word, or we could just write out parts of it, but I'll try to do both. I'll try to do so this is logos. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This one is lagu. This one is lago. And this one is logon. And this is for the singular, what we're doing right now. Right?
Right.
And the feminine are going to have an alpha or an eta, and they'll have a different pattern or word that's mentioned there. Okay, so what I'm just showing you is that this is what's called a declension. Nouns
Right.
decline, verbs conjugate. So
Yeah.
nouns decline, and verbs conjugate. Forgive me if I'm not spelling right. So the point is that when you come to a text of the Bible, right? The beautiful thing about English is it's an inflected language. Do you remember what an inflected language is, Kram?
I thought Greek was highly inflected. English is not inflected.
Right. Greek is inflected, which means that the form of the word often changes according to its function. And that's why you have logos, lagu, lago. I forgot the G. And lagon. Or if you want to go plural, it would be lagoi. And then lagon.
Lagois.
Lagois. And lagus.
Yep.
So that's what we mean by inflection. It changes according to how it's functioning in the sentence. Is it functioning as a subject? Is it functioning as the object? Is it functioning as an indirect object? Is it showing possession or some type of relationship like that? So pseudonyms here. This is tic tac toe. Charles, you had better chart. You're confusing Christians. Glad I was part of your change. So talk to the audience and tell them, how long did it take for you to grasp the alphabet? Let's talk about that real quick. Your ABCs. Were those not hard to do because of that story?
No, they weren't hard to do. It's just, anytime you learn something new, you just have to, memorize certain things.
But using that story helped you, and the diphthong thing.
Yeah, the songs did not help me that much on the ABCs.
Okay,
but for some people that are a little bit more
the singing grammarian
musical,
songs,
that might be the trick.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. The singer grammarian song that was best to me was the verb.
Mm-hmm. So whenever you started learning the nouns, how difficult was that for you?
It was just repetition, I guess.
Yeah, the cases.
Because right, and I blame that a lot on myself. And you had told us earlier, don't memorize. Or you told us later, don't memorize a paradigm. Well, I'd already memorized the paradigm, but you're right about one thing. When you memorize a paradigm, you have to go through a progression. You have to go like, okay, it's the third one down from the top in the masculine. So you have to go through the first, second, and third one. Okay, it's the third one. Now what is that? Oh, that's the dative,
Right.
So, but I think that worked for me because I am visual. But your little I forget word association.
Okay. Like, can you give an example of word association? Ridiculous
more.
Association.
I started using the word association a little bit more, and that helped. I mean, it's like let's say the dative, the I is the key, and the dative, singular and plural, there's an I in there, so it's dative.
Right.
And then you
so
have
indicators.
When you see a new, you accuse it.
Yeah, indicators.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Yeah. All right. That makes
and
sense.
then like oi, there's oi a nominative, Popeye,
Right.
oi a nominative,
Right.
and
So
the
what
plural accusative. Go ahead.
no, yeah, so what would you say, what advice would you give to somebody who started learning the languages, who started learning Greek? That some
Well,
say
after you
someone
learn
that
the,
wants to study along with us in Discord or watch the videos or whatever. What advice would you give?
I would say, learn the alphabet and the diphthongs and the sounds of the letters, and then um, it depends on whether they want to start with verbs or nouns, but um,
Hmm.
I don't know. How would you recommend going about that? Would you recommend nouns or verbs first?
Well, I mean, only reason that we did nouns because the people in the class at Schaefer that were studying with this initially were using Mounce's grammar, and Mounce starts with nouns, but
Right.
Black starts with verbs. I like Black because you're translating immediately, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you I like that better. Janet says studying Greek is
Yeah.
cool. You will become addicted to it when you have time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The there's certain things I liked about mounts better, but
Hmm.
Trey is on the
uh,
house or at the backstage.
Trey, unmute. Well, I don't know that person.
It
He's trying to
says
talk.
Trey.
That's not the Trey we know, Janet. That's not the
But
Trey we know.
uh, he is
I,
on camera. Did you see him?
No, he's naked. He's doing perverted things.
Oh, okay. Block him.
you there?
Yeah. Next time he pops up, y'all blocked him.
He's gone.
I didn't get a chance to block him, but next time he
What,
shows
a
up,
dirty varmint?
no, it's a real perverted person. When you play back the video, you can see in the corner
Yeah.
what I
Well,
saw. Um, but so
plenty of
yeah,
those people out there,
so yeah,
especially from Hollywood.
going back to what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you know how would you encourage a person to study the languages and all of that stuff? Is there times you get stressed out? Do you feel like you doubt you could do it? Do you have difficulties? How do you get through it? How do you pace yourself? Your experiences.
Well, one of the good things
Anything you
is,
want to say about any of
there's
that?
always who, Janet or me?
No, you're the only one in here.
Okay.
Janet's backstage.
Uh, oh, okay. I think, um, there's going to be times whenever you're just really confused, and whenever you're really confused, you can work on something like the vocabulary, because the words, the vocabulary words just have to be memorized. It's like
Hmm.
I mean,
Right.
so even when they are confused, there's things that you can do, so you don't have to be at a stopping point until
Okay.
you until you can get somebody to help you, or you can find a video that'll help you. Because there's a lot of help online. I'm finding out, and sometimes somebody with a different perspective may be able to give you a an idea, or just something might click that you figure something out. So
Right.
um, I would just say, vocabulary is important, and then knowing the letters, and just start with the basics. And I mean, it's really the only way you can do it that I know of. and then because you're going to have to memorize some words,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um, so even when you are confused about the Greek grammar, you can still use that time for vocabulary. And the other thing is get somebody that you can study with.
Mm-hmm.
So if one of you's lost, the other one might be able to figure it out, or you might be able to figure it out together.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that time that I was off from work, I was able to meet with you and Mark and others, and then you started watching our videos, ones that Janet's done, Jonah's
Right.
done, Rafe's done, Ryan's done, different people throughout time that have started studying the languages with me,
Yeah, that
and
helped
that
a
we
lot.
have some of that recorded. I don't
That
have
helped. That
everybody
helped.
recorded.
That helped a lot because there was times in Black when I didn't have an answer key. I couldn't even check my own work. But what I would do is I would go and listen to your videos when you were with Janet or
Mm-hmm.
Rafe or Janet was on with you, and I could check my work that way. Since
Right.
then, I
And
did figure
so,
out that Black does have an answer key, but
yeah. But
it's
so
confusing
and then
because
you started catching my mistakes.
yeah,
So that's kind of interesting.
well, and we were working today. Mark and I were working today on something, and it's like we had the tense wrong, but we're not up to speed on the aorist and imperfect and
Hmm.
second aorist yet. Um, so we had one of the tenses wrong. It was something
Okay.
like taught or will teach or something to that respect. But
Okay.
it
So
helps to have
out of the videos that we have made, right? What
hmm
videos would you like to see something on that you felt like, oh, we didn't cover that in a video? Can you think of any of those things like that?
mm,
That that you were like, you don't have a video
you
on this.
you covered adjectives, and I find you mentioned adjectives a few times.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I would say you did adjectives, but it wasn't like one video was dedicated to it. But the
Right.
answer questions were dedicated to it. So I get a lot out
Uh-huh.
of lectures. I do get a lot out of lectures. When you just explain things, and especially when you explain them and you're writing stuff, and just like you were before,
Hmm.
doing your charts and all that kind of stuff.
Right. Okay.
And
Yeah, because
nothing really. I mean, I'm still not real strong on adjectives and prepositions, but there's a lot of prepositions. I didn't realize there was as many prepositions as there are.
well, I don't know if you know it, but today we made a video for the alphabet and the diphthongs. At least that much. You know what I mean?
Oh, did you?
No, I'm talking
No.
about we just done it. When you and I
Oh,
just now,
okay.
yeah. So that may function, at least for now, as a person's introduction into the alphabet, you know? So that's good. Uh
hmm
and so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be looking through that playlist, and I would like for you to do
Well,
the same thing.
and
And I want you to
well,
think about what is missing
I
and
mean,
what
the
we need to
alphabet.
fill in. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going through them again. I mean,
Hmm.
it looks like you eliminated the seven uh, video playlist and integrated it into the 22. Is
Yes.
that what you did?
Yes, but I'm still not
Okay,
satisfied on
I thought
like
so.
how it's integrated. I'm still working on all that.
Mm, okay. Well, I'm still watching through them too. Uh, I know you're really busy at the moment, and
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
I
want
want
to
to
push
I
you
want
to
to show.
stop what you're doing to tutor me.
Did you ever get to see the video that I did on Praise I Am's channel introducing them?
No,
Okay. Well,
no,
I'm
to
going to
green.
play some
No.
of that. If you get bored, you can leave or whatever, but I'm going to play some of that, all right?
All right. Well, they're cutting our power off in my neighborhood
Oh,
tomorrow because
wow.
they're working. Yeah, we're working on the line, so I'm probably gonna flake out here in about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. All right. So we'll stay till you flake.
All
All
right,
right. Tell me if you
Charles.
can hear this.
Thank you, brother.
So how's everything going?
Can you hear that?
Are you guys excited to learn some Greek?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Yes.
You can hear
I
that?
would love for Janet to come up. She's
Yeah.
really good. Charles's wife.
Amen. Excellent.
That would be
So,
awesome, Jen.
I
I would love.
know.
That'd be
You hear that, Asawako?
You get in here, Janet.
Yes,
Come on, honey. We want
that's
you
where I
here.
learned. I started learning my Greek was from her.
And that's right. And then Sparrow took what she learned from Janet and she was teaching me. That's how good you are, Janet.
Hey,
Aw,
man.
Janet.
Hey, man. Preach it.
So I need to Praise. I'm gonna need your help. I need to get some kind of sound like how you have that allows for people. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen.
Good to see you, Honesty.
So I'm gonna pray before we begin. All right,
Very good.
Father God, as we come to you, Lord, we just pray right now that you help us in this endeavor so that we can better understand your word, better understand commentaries that other Christians have written about your word, and let this be a productive exercise, Lord, and help those people in the audience as well in this process. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Okay, I got to turn off a visual filter real quick.
I'm familiar with a little Greek because I've just done so much research on it. So this will be awesome to kind of like get it really shot forth.
All right. I'm not sure why that's highlighted down there, but we're not going to. So we're actually going to be reading the Bible. Okay.
Sounds
So
good.
how do you pronounce this first word?
Ev.
Okay. That letter is a nu. All right. That's an N. Let me get my drawer. Let's see. Red. See this letter right here? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a nu. Okay. So that's an N sound. So if this is real easy in Greek, N is N.
Oh.
N or N?
I-N. You see my screen?
Like in. Yeah.
E-N is I-N in Greek.
Oh.
So this will help you remember that the nu, the thing that looks like a V is actually an N. Or another way to look at it is if you imagine a N without that part. You see that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I see that connection.
All right. So this is N. Okay. What's the next word?
Okay.
Man, I have never seen that Greek word. Okay, I'm going to have to say,
Well, what do you recognize? What letters do you recognize?
the A. It's so
Okay.
R. Yeah.
Right. All right. So what is this? Do you know what this letter is?
P.
P.
It looks like a P. All right. Have
Right.
y'all ever heard of the kiro symbol?
The what?
The kiro symbol.
Never have. Have
All right.
Have you, Trace or Sparrow?
No.
No,
All right. So
alphabet. I mean,
I'm gonna teach you two Greek. I'm gonna teach you two Greek letters for the price of none. All right. So this that looks like an X, this is a key. Okay.
Chi. Yeah.
Yes, Chi, a key. All right. And then this is a row. Well, whenever you spell Christ's name, it's Christos. Yes.
Christos. Yeah.
So an early symbol within Christianity was called the key row. And you see this in Catholic stuff all the time. And what they'll do is this. They'll have a key with the row going through it. You ever seen that before?
Yeah.
I think I have. Yes, I've seen that.
So that's key row. That's a symbol for Christ. All right. So just keep that in mind that the P is an R. So just for right now, if you want to think about the row as an R without a leg, right? Because if the R doesn't have a leg, what does it do? It rolls. So when you see this,
okay,
there's no leg. So what's it going to do? It's going to roll.
It's going to roll. Okay.
All right. Now the way you spell it is RHO, but that doesn't matter. That's just how it sounds. Okay.
Okay.
So what we have so far is you have alpha, and then you have a R. If you have A and R together, what are you going to think? What comes to your mind? Yeah, right. You get your pirate on, right? R.
R.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you know alpha, you know row. Look what's next. There's
C.
key, right? So there's your CH sound. Okay. Now there's just one new letter that we got to learn. This is called eta. All right. The way I draw it is like this. Okay. Eta. It's like this is a vowel sound. It's like a long E as in obey. Y'all see that?
Yes. So
Arcade. Arcade.
NRK. So this is Sean 1, or I think it's Sean 1.
Yes, it is.
So how is it arcade if it's an sound?
As in father, or as in apple. But when A with the R, it'd be arcade. If you can figure out how to pronounce the A with the R together where it's still got the R, the sound, then go for it. But I can't.
NRK.
Yeah, NRK. Now look, same letter again. So this is eta, right? And then what is this one that looks like a V?
I'm going to have to put my memory.
N. It means N.
Yes, good. So if you put an eta sound with the N sound, what are you going to make? Ain, yes.
Well, amen, praise.
Good.
Ha, logos, chi, ha.
Yeah, now you're going from memory. I got you.
Yes.
That's
I know. Yeah,
that's fine. But now we're going to talk about this. You're right. This is an omicron. So that's why you say ha. And it's got a rough breather. A rough breather has an H name. So like, think of like when you're saying ha, right? You're breathing on something. An H sound, air's coming out. So you can just go ha, you know.
So you have NRK, ha.
So that's
NRK, ain, ha.
And
that's the article, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the word the for right now.
And sometimes it's ho too, because I don't understand why it's ha and ho.
Right.
Sometimes, yeah. That's what kind of gets me.
Well, the thing is that there's two different Greek words.
Yes.
There's the omicron and then there's the omega.
I mean to say letters.
Omicron and omega. Now, whenever you're learning Greek, if you want to make a distinction between the omicron and omega, then you would say this is like a as in omicron. But some blur this distinction or say that it is that, so they would just treat it as an O all the way throughout. They would say there's no difference. For learning the letters, I think it's good to pronounce the Omicron as A rather than O, But I call my Bible software Logos, but it's not called Logos. Every time they pronounce it, it's Logos.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I say Logos too, because that's more proper, yeah.
Well, all right. So there's your next word is Logos. So you have the lambda, right? That's the L.
Write a notebook.
O. And then you see this thing that looks like a Y?
Yes.
It's sort of like if we make a G. Like how do you, what? It's been such a long time since I did a cursive G, but what's it like this? That's a cursive G? Or is that a cursive Y? That's a cursive Y.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it kind of looks like to me.
Actually, that's a cursive
even
J.
when I write it, I'll do I'll write it like this. Logos. Okay?
Oh, like a cursive G.
Yeah. But a G has a O. This doesn't have a O. So, but yeah, it kind of looks like that. So now the other thing that you'll notice here is you have your sigma. Okay. So whenever a sigma, an S, is at the end of a word, it's going to look like this. It's going to look more like an S. Okay. But actually what this is it's more like a C with a tail. All right. That's really what it is.
Oh, okay.
But we treat it like an S. All right. So because you'll find out why I talk about that in the future, like when we're looking at larger manuscripts, the majuscule stuff. But for right now, but one thing I want to show you is that whenever a sigma is in any other part of the word, it's going to look like this. Okay? Got it? This is how... All right, so this is how I want y'all to remember this. Y'all know what STP is?
No.
Oh, like oil.
Yes. And you know that ring thing that you put around the filter?
Yeah.
That's what that will help you. If you could think of STP as that. And so like a sigma. All right. I don't know if that will help or not. But because it starts with an S, sigma.
RK, ain, ho. I'm not on the other word yet.
Logos. Logos. That's the one more time.
Logos.
Yeah. So the thing is, though, is that I'm explaining that you will find sigma looking like this in every place except when it's at the end of a word, and then it will look like this. It'll look like an S.
Oh,
okay?
So whenever we see that little, okay, we'll put that oil like STP. Okay.
Well, since y'all already started Hebrew, right? Remember Samakai Sai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she speaks Greek, or she sees Greek. So it's the same thing. Just remember that in Hebrew, you're going this, where you're reading this way, and in Greek, you're reading this way. So you know which way Samahai's I is facing. And the Samic is a S, and the Sigma
okay,
is
the
a S.
Samic. Yeah, I can put that together. Like it's very similar.
Okay. All right. So
SFT, what's up, bro? I think maybe he's learning Greek too.
yeah. When we said STP, he thought we said SFT. Okay, so this word right here, this will show up in different ways, but this is essentially a K. Okay, but you notice it looks very much like this, like the key.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to look at the way they got it written, it's like, see how it looks like a K?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is K. And then this is a diphthong, okay? A diphthong is where you have two vowels but one sound. So this diphthong, the way you pronounce it is AI, as in aisle. A-I-S-E, right? Like you walk down the aisle or something. I don't know if I spelled
Is
that
it
right.
Kai? Is it Kai?
Well, this is a kappa, but when it's combined with the diphthong, this is the word kai, which means and. It means a lot of other things, but for right now, it means and.
Okay, Kai means and. So
Right.
in, Aiken, Ain, Ho, Kai. No, Logos Kai.
Yes, good. So this is not a can, it's RK, but that's fine.
Very good.
We'll focus on words later on. Right now, I'm just teaching the letters by looking at the words. All right. So what is this?
That's that thingy you were just talking about.
Yeah, but how do you pronounce it?
S.
Nope.
No,
Well,
that's not gentleman. That's not the oil thing.
No, the oil thing looks like this. This is just a regular O. But I see why. You're seeing the accent above it. I mean, the rough breather.
Yeah.
But the rough breather is a H sound. That's all it's telling you, is that this has a H sound. So H plus O. Ha.
Oh, and I just okay, I get it. Ho, and it was already prior, so we have another ho.
Yeah, yeah. You might want to say ha because we don't want to talk about other hoes.
Okay. Very good.
All right. All right. So NRK Ain Ha Lagas Kai Ha. What is this?
Where you at?
Right here.
Is Logos.
Good. What is this?
Ain.
Good. What is this?
Don't know.
Okay, this is pros. So the symbol for pi. Okay.
Okay.
With the rho, with the O, and then the sigma. Pros.
Cross.
Right, and that's a preposition. So this is with.
With.
Okay. All right. How do you say this?
Kai.
Ton.
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 T-O-N. So can we go back to that prior word? So that's pros, right?
Yeah.
That's pros. Okay, so yeah, so that is an R, and then the O, so it's like ha, so pra, and then okay, I got it, cross, and that's toe. Okay. Ton.
Yeah, because this is that N.
Ton.
Okay. All right. So this symbol right here, this is the theta. And the way to remember this is that when you're studying about Jesus, he's fully God and fully man. So it looks like a circle with a dividing, like if you're talking about the two topics. So you could think of theon, TH as in theology. Okay? Or atheist.
Theology. Okay, I got it. The O.
So
I like that correlation there. I like that.
Yeah. So this is a theta, so it makes a TH sound. Okay.
So you have thought.
Well, we haven't talked about this yet. It's actually right here, but you can't see it because this is capital. This is called epsilon. It looks like a backwards 3. That's your short E.
Praise, you came in with skill. Theon.
No, I just know the syllables. That doesn't mean I understand. Like this is way better.
All right.
Praise.
So you got they, and then you what sound does this make?
Ah.
And this?
Is it S, like Oz?
Yes. So put it all together and pronounce that word.
Theos.
Good. All right.
Ain.
Yep. This is ain.
Yeah.
Ho, ha.
Yes. Very good.
Ain, ha. Logos.
Good.
Logos.
Logos.
All right. So try to read the first verse. Or pronounce the first verse. Go ahead.
In, Aken, Ain, ha, Logos. Let me see if I can remember that one. Kai, ha, Logos, Ain, cross, cross, ton, theon,
Right.
Kai, Theos, Ain, Ha, Logos.
You go, girl.
That was better than me.
You did good.
I know. That's
The only one that needs work, once you learn this word, the only one that needs work is this one right here. You're saying a cane, but this is RK.
RK.
Think of
All
arcade.
right. Yeah, if something is archaic,
Archaic.
it's old or ancient. Okay?
Okay.
Arcade.
So that may help you remember how to say it. But this is the word beginning. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Arcade. All right. Good.
If that's the first she's ever learned, she did good.
So,
Yep.
we'll deal with the verbs and stuff later on. So let's go to the next one. Okay? How would you pronounce this?
Also,
Which one?
yeah, I had to say it. Though. I don't know if it's. I don't know how to. So number 2, we're in verse 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. First thing I want you to notice, like when we talked about the ha, whenever there's one letter, the rough breather will be over that letter. But when you have two letters, see the oo, the ou, the rough breather's right there. Okay? So we learned one diphthong earlier, and that was AI. Okay? And Kai. This is another diphthong. O plus U makes the oo as in soup. Okay? So so with the rough breather, this is who. Who, and what is this?
Wish my cat would do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Where are you?
On the T, or yeah, I think it's a T.
Yes.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Who toss.
Utas. Ain.
Okay.
Utas.
Right.
Ain.
Yeah, that's good. Now what is this?
Okay, so we got Houston. We have a problem here because okay, so we got R and then the N. So I have art. Okay, so that's RK, right?
Yes, RK. So there's a rule that when you divide up syllables, it's one vowel or diphthong per syllable. So here you have one vowel, and so you would cut it there. And this one is another vowel, so that means that that you would break it there, RK.
RK.
All right, good.
Cross
Right?
con theon. Yep.
Yep.
Cross.
Yep.
That pie is so easy. That pie slang that makes it so much easier.
Con.
Yep.
Theos.
Theon. Yeah. This is.
Theon.
Yep. Okay, great. what is this one?
Okay, so
P.
P. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, it's like a P, and then there's an. I'm
R.
looking. So it's P-A. No,
Uh-huh.
P. Right?
Yes, P-A.
And then
Yeah.
Pa, and then I don't know, and then okay, so N, P-A-N,
Yes.
P-A-N,
Ponta.
and then it's
Yes.
Ponta. Good job, Grace. No, is it
Ponta.
well, Ponta? Okay, so the difference is the line above the A and then the A. Okay, Ponta.
Mm-hmm.
D.
Okay. So, you know, in English, like if I said didn't, right?
Mhm.
And I got that thing there, that's let me know that's a contraction for did not. Well, in Greek, whenever something is missing, so we got this word right here, dia. Okay? Dia. But you notice that the A is not there. But
Right.
this is letting you know it's a contraction. So this is dia.
Dia.
Yeah.
So that's Ponta Dia.
Uh-huh.
Ponta Dia. That one's going to be a hard one to remember. Ponta Dia.
Now you have another diphthong here. This is the AU, all as in sauerkraut. So A, how do you spell kraut? S-A-U.
No, S-A-U-R. Yeah.
Power spinning C.
All as in sauerkraut.
Oh,
Okay. So far, these are the diphthongs that you've learned. You got
dip down.
I.
Dip it dong it.
Okay. We got I. You did oo. And now you've done ah. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So how would you pronounce this?
Oh, no, I messed up by doing the dip it dong it because that's all I can say. Okay, so os, right? Like for sauerkraut.
Ah. Yeah.
Ah. And ah, ton, dong. I'm sorry, Charles.
All two.
All two, right.
So you got two diphthongs in this. You got ah and you got ooh.
Ah, two. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Achoo. Like achoo. Like achoo.
Yeah.
Achoo.
Yep. Okay. What about this one?
Okay, so we have, is that, okay, so that's not like the one with an N, right? Because that's a
Yeah,
different-
it is. It is. That is an E.
That
Epsilon.
is E, so it's like IA, right? Is it like IA or IA?
No, this would just be E sound. Eh. So what is this letter?
Y.
No, it's not a Y. It looks like a Y, but it's the G in logos.
Egg.
This is called gamma.
Egg.
It looks like exegete. I don't know why, but it looks like exegete to me.
Okay. So gamma, the G. All right. So you got egg. All right. So you got EG. Then you got another E. So you got E, G, E. What's the next letter?
N. N.
Right.
Like N.
Yeah. And then another E, a T, and an O. So the rule is one vowel or diphthong per syllable. So it would be gen, ta. Agenata.
Agenata. Wow.
Ooh, that's a hard one for me. Yeah.
Atu agenata. Atu agenata.
Okay, what is this?
Okay, where are we on?
Hi.
In that
Yeah.
N?
This is Kai. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought we were on verse 4. Okay, so Kai.
What about this one?
So it says there's a C there. Oh, that little W.
That is an omega symbol. This is what I want you to think about. Imagine the strongest man, right? And he's flexing his muscles.
Right.
And so this relates to God's omnipotence or whatever. So when you see that, you want to think about somebody flexing their muscles saying, Omega, right?
Right.
So we're okay. So you got the CH, K, O, right?
Uh-huh.
And what's the next letter?
R.
Right.
Clarice.
Yes. Co-wrote. Co-riz. Co-riz.
Yeah, Clarice. Yeah.
So the I looks just like an I. All right, no problem there. Okay. What's the next word?
Alto.
Good. What's the next one?
That was what we just did. That was the ta.
Again, eta.
Again, the ta.
Right.
Almost looks like a Genitov. Almost like a Genitov. Okay.
Genital.
So that was going to be Ude.
Yes, Ude. All right, so the D looks like a D, except it has this, weird tip or whatever. Ude. Okay, what is this?
That would be in or ain.
No, not this one. You're right. It looks like in, right? But look at the rough breather.
Oh.
So this is in.
And Greek's supposed to get harder?
No, easier. Well, yeah, it's supposed to get
It gets harder before it gets easier.
I can't remember the saying right now, but don't worry.
All I know is that for some reason Hebrew is easier for my brain. I don't know why.
But guess what? Look how fast you're picking up the alphabet. You're picking up the alphabet faster in Greek than you did in the Hebrew.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you're already interacting with a Bible verse.
Yes.
That's beautiful,
You
Charles.
did, yes, you're doing very good.
You're doing good, honey.
You're natural. You're a
It's
natural.
just the little markings above, like, that's what's tricky.
Well, the only ones you have to worry about is the rough breather. So you're just looking for that symbol.
Okay.
And it's going to be over a vowel or a diphthong. All right? Okay, so what's the
odd to me, but...
Well, this one is a ha, but this one is a hen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the next
You're right. Yeah.
Uge
Right?
hen.
Well, now, what is this?
Ude.
Okay, so that is. Oh no, because it's backwards. So we had a gay. So we have gay. Geg.
Gay, gone, gay, ga,
Gay ga.
nen.
Gay ga nen. Gay ga.
One vowel or diphthong per syllable. Gay, ga, nen.
Gay ga.
Okay.
Gay ga nen.
All right. What is this?
Okay. Gay ga nen. Are we on verse 4?
Yes.
And that's in.
Yes.
Alto, or...
Yes, this is alto. You're absolutely right.
Wow, praise you.
Mhm.
David, you came in prepared. I'm just kidding. You're
We got
just
an
prepared.
Omega. We got an Omega here.
Omega in
Yeah.
the house.
All right, you see this one right here? This is a zeta. Okay, so it's like it look. Remember, the sigma looks like this. It looks like a C with a tail, but this dips down a little bit more, almost like a backward Z. Because when you make a Z, it's like that, right?
Right.
Well, this is like this.
It's a backward short Z.
Yeah, so you can think of it like that. And it's got one loop. Well,
So,
whenever I draw it, it's more like this. It's a Z. And so you have Z, then you have the omega, Zo, and then what is this letter?
Where? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time seeing. Okay,
Come on.
is that an? Okay, you told us this, Charles. You did. Let me see if I can remember. Now, and is it not the ha?
No, this is the Ada.
Zoa. Zoe.
Zoe. So, Ada, okay?
Ada.
Let's just try this. I've never done this one before, but let's imagine a lady named Ada, okay?
There is an
And-
Ada in Oklahoma.
All right, and yeah, I know. So right here, Ada, this is one of her braidas. This is her hair, okay? I don't know if I could draw a backwards one to see this, but you know, if she was having pigtails, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't draw. That looks more like the devil, but if you can think of Ada with braidas, you know, think of the Wendy's girl or something. This is her long braids of her hair.
Okay.
Ada, all right. Okay. All right. So what's the next one?
Not ha.
Right.
Is that ha?
No, it's only a ha if there's an omicron. There's no omicron there. So you
So
have
it's
an
like
Ada,
Ain.
another Ada. Yes, that's Ain. You're absolutely right.
Ada.
Ain. Okay, good.
Ain.
All right. What's this?
Kai.
Yes, good. What's this?
A.
Yeah. So if you say it like how Praise said it, you sound like Fonzie, right? But this is hey, because he's a rough breather.
Yeah.
So hey.
Hey.
All right. What's this?
I know it ain't one.
So Zoe.
Zoe. Yes.
Way.
The way. Ain.
Yes, this is Ain again. Good. What's this?
Is that's not no, is it?
No, that is
Are you asking for the word meaning?
No, I
one or no.
was thinking T was an N. Sorry.
Okay.
Is it a ta? I mean,
Yes, it's ta.
Ta.
All right, so you see this right here? All right, this symbol right here, this is called a fee. All right. And, you know, it sort of looks like a cent symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for a small fee, you can use the phone. It's the PH sound.
Okay. It kind of looks like a phone booth, I guess you could say.
Or, yeah, you could do that. You could say that that's a phone booth or whatever. Or maybe the receiver. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so what is this?
The W with the line on top.
Well, this is your omega. Yeah, what is that? What sound does it make?
Oh.
Yes.
So.
Phos.
Oh,
Light.
Yes. All right, what is this?
We got the O, so ta, tove.
Oh,
Tone.
Tone.
Okay. All right, what is this?
We're on, okay. Hold on. So we got tone, and then we have yeah. I know.
So the
I know.
N,
There's
so we know one's N there.
a amp.
Yeah. On. Yeah.
On. Isn't that a T or am I wrong?
Yes, it's a TH.
THRO. THRO.
On throw.
On throw. On throw. Is it on? Huh?
On throw. And then what's this?
On throw.
Is it po or paw?
On throne? Is it on throne?
On throw. And what's this letter?
PH, right?
PON. Anthropone.
Anthropone. Okay. That's anthropo in the lexicon.
Yeah. Anthropos. All right. So, what's this?
Chi.
And
What's this?
ta.
Okay. What's this?
So we have the PH. Fo.
Fos.
Fos. Yeah.
In. Fos in.
Yep.
Ain.
Or ain. Fos in ain.
No, this is not ain. This is tay.
Tay. Ah.
Okay. What's the next one?
So there's that oil can thing that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the sigma or the somic I that's going the other way.
SCP. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the S.
S.
C.
And
H.
this is a K.
S. K. N.
O.
O.
Sotea.
Yes. Katia.
Boy, knock it out, Praise. That was good.
Next.
Whipped it out like I'm still back at the T. Okay.
P. So P. So that's a P. We know that because that's a phone
PH.
booth.
Yep.
PH.
I got Chi down. I feel really
Yes, you're right. Yeah, it is phi. You're right. Phi.
Oh, but
Five Will Goes West.
okay.
Remember that movie? Five
oh yeah.
And I got O down.
Well, this is not a ho down. It's a ha down.
A hot down. I got this. This is so
All right. Phi. Nay.
good. Nay.
Yeah. EI is your other diphthong.
Wow. Okay.
Like 8. EIGHT. Okay. All right. What is this?
Okay.
Chi.
What is this?
Aim.
Well, it's A, but it's got a rough breather, so it's A.
Chi A.
Kai Hey.
Hey. Yeah, that's a hard. That's one. I have to really remember that one.
Chi Hey.
No, you don't have to do that sound. It's just a hey, like
I
you're
know.
blowing on your glasses. Ha.
Okay. Chi Ha.
There's
Hi,
STP.
Chi
So we got STK. Scotea.
Okay, I'm back on the S, Pray. So
Yeah.
really good there. Okay, wait a minute. So I need to get it down because we got that's SK, right? That's SK, and the O's an I.
The O is the O.
The O is O. Scotea, and that T's a T.
Yep.
And then we have that, and then Scotea.
That should be easy to remember Greek, easier than Hebrew because there's some correlation with the English.
Okay.
Alto.
Yes. Ata. Yes.
Ata.
All right. What is this?
On.
Ooh.
Ooh.
As in soup.
Let me have K.
Ooh. So K. A. Kate.
Yes. Good. Kate.
Kate. And then we have that one that we did in the I've seen that letter. Skate.
Yep.
Abed.
That's an L. So logos.
Scott.
Right? That's the L.
The dinosaur looks like a dinosaur.
Kata la.
Kate.
And this is a B.
Is it Laben?
Yes. Kata la ben. Very good.
Laben.
All right. So, all right, Praise. This one is on you. Start reading from the top and try to pronounce what you can.
So, Ain. Let's see. So we have the K. So, So yeah. I'm sorry. N Arke Ain Ha Logos Kai Ha Logos Ain Proston Theon Kai Theos Ain Ha Logos.
Keep going.
Alto Ain N. We got the K. Okay, so our K Proston Theon. We got P. Ponta D. I think it's D because of the little thing there.
Well, D is fine because it's short for Dia.
Oh yeah, Dia. Alto. And this is where I fumble it with this one. It's yeah, that's my best right there. I can't. The other one, it's that really confuses me of this one.
Well, that is the G that's in logos.
Okay, okay. So you're talking. Okay, or you talking the little E, the backwards E or the Y?
The E is a E.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's an epsilon. It's an E.
Epsilon. Okay. And the Y.
It's a G.
That's a G. Okay, so that's the G. I'm gonna have to put association with this one. So
well, if you remember how to spell logos, you got it. If you can write logos in Greek, you know the G.
Okay. So E G. Okay. EGE.
Again. It's a hard one. Again. Yeah.
So okay. Again.
Eta. Agenita. Okay.
Okay.
Keep going.
Chi. And then we got the KO or Chariz Alto.
Mm-hmm.
Aginita.
Mm-hmm.
Ude.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that is Ain. No, wait. Oh, this was the tricky one. I think
it has a rough breather.
Okay. Hen.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the hen.
Yep.
So then, okay. O. Now that's confusing. I think that would be a hard O, right? O.
It's just ha.
Oh, but yeah, ha. So ha, and then the G. So G, E.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ge. Oh my gosh. So okay. So N.
Geganin.
Gaganin. Yeah, Gaganin.
Okay. Keep going.
So we have now I'm back to the tricky one because I know it's not N.
Mm-hmm.
Alto. There's the O, or yeah, there's an O there, omega. I know, see the omega. Oh no, because I just so the big. Oh, it's the back. Okay, Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
Ain.
Yep.
Kai. And so I forget that one with the little N there.
That's Ada. That's Ada with her Breda.
Oh, Ada. So A. And then we have Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ain. And then we have Ta.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that. So that would be the so false.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have there's that one now. So I would say ton. I don't know if that's right though. Tone. And then anthropo. Or anthropo. Yeah, anthropone. Yeah, anthropone. Yep. Yeah.
Good.
Kai. Ta. False. And then N. And then, so that one.
Ada's Breda.
Ada.
So how would you pronounce it?
Ain.
Tay.
Tay. Okay. And then, there's that oil thing. So that would be SCP. So, okay, that would be SK Scotea. And then there's the, okay, so that would be the, okay, P, could that be Fe?
Yeah. PH, Phi. That's a
Phi.
diphthong. Yeah.
Okay, Phi.
And then there's another diphthong, A. So fine.
Fine. Okay. Chi. And then there's that little N thing. So that one always gets me right now. It's like
it's not an N, it's an Ada.
It's an Ada thing, yeah. So then it has that little mark on top of it.
Right. So hey.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna have to really work on. So so they had the okay. I see now. Okay, so then you have the SK. So SK Scotea Alto and then we have the K A T. I don't see that's a hard. So that'd be skates. I mean, it's hard for me to put that together.
Kate, and then you have a lambda. So L. Kata la ben.
Ben. Okay, Kata la ben.
Okay, good.
B there, yeah, B.
All right, cool. So I'm going to teach. You already know a lot of the alphabet already. You know some of the diphthongs right now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into basically how the language works. Okay.
Praise your.
So I'm going to pause it right there, and I'll come back and do this on another video because I'm falling asleep over here, and y'all don't want my snoring on there. So subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for notification. Give us a thumbs up. Help with the algorithm. Share this with others. Let us know what you think. Let me know if you started learning Greek with us, or if you're being refreshed or whatever. Most of all, keep this ministry in prayer. And if you believe that God is leading you to donate to this ministry, there's a PayPal link underneath the main YouTube page for the channel. God bless, guys.